Hello students, in this video we will learn second part of the topic money and credit. Bank. Bank is a financial institution who deals with money and credit as its regular course of businesses. It accepts deposits from the depositor and grant loan to the needy borrowers. This is a simple definition of bank. Then, according to this, let's check the function of the bank. So function: accepting deposits, granting loans, providing safety to valuable customers, transferring fund from one place to another, accepting payment, making payment, or else other things related with like uh, maintaining ATMs, maintaining other things related, all the things related with banking or bank. Now, what is the main function of bank? Deposit the money from the borrowers. This is the main function, when depositors and borrowers. So here we have major types of deposits: demand deposit and term deposit. So demand deposits means withdrawable at any point of time. It includes deposit in current account or saving account. Term deposit or time deposit means withdrawable after a certain period of time, like recurring deposit amount, RD amount. Then current deposit amount. No restriction in deposit, current account. In a simple term, we use this current account. No interest is paid by the bank. Main purpose of this account, that account is to be provided to safety to the customer, and most of the time it's used by rich customers or rich businessman or rich or biggest organization. Saving account, it's very common account for all. No restriction in deposits. Withdrawal is possible at any time subject to some restrictions. Low rate, now also it is 3 to 4% interest rate given by the bank to the customer. Main purpose of opening such account is saving and meeting uncertain urgencies. Small businessman and people with lower moderate income, they open this kind of account, saving account. Recurring deposit account is RD account. This is also fixed amount is deposit at the fixed interval for a fixed period. Withdrawal only in possible, or withdrawal only available only in on majority. Good rate of interest is paid by the bank on this particular amount, on this particular account. Fixed deposit, it's deposited for a fixed period. Withdrawal is only on the majority. Highest rate of interest paid by the bank or given by the bank to the depositor. Main purpose of opening such account is to earn interest and save for certain future need. Now, the important one, demand deposit, is a modern form of currency. Demand deposit. So what is demand deposit? Money in demand deposit can be withdrawn at any time through check or through ATM as well. Nowadays, the functions are available. It can be used to make payment or purchase at any time through check, debit card, net banking. That demand deposits having a purchasing power, anything having purchasing power is called money. So ultimately that demand deposit is ultimately a money. Now we'll discuss the modern form of money. In modern form of money, demand deposit has purchasing power, just we discussed this. So ultimately, if money is having purchasing power, so demand deposit is also having the purchasing power, means both are equal. Next part is check. It is a written document with which a depositor orders his banker to pay a certain amount to himself or the bearer or to a certain person. This is one example of check. Everywhere the process is very common. The printed material is common. Only Different is bank name and your name or amount. Now, what is the importance of checks? What is the features of check? Check is a written document, prescribed form provided by bank. It is written by a depositor to his banker. It carries an order to pay a certain sum of money from the deposits. It is a modern form of money as it can be used to make payment. Now, which are the essential component while handling the checks or while giving checks to other? Signature of depositor is compulsory. Name of the pay is compulsory, like third party, bearer or self. Amount must be specific in written both word and number. Date of withdrawing, that should be mentioned, and account number of the depositor. Without that, it will be a just piece of paper. Now, different form, modern form of money. Now we use this like card money, plastic money, we call credit card or smart card or debit card. Net banking, this is the second part, net banking or mobile banking. Bank money like through check, DD or demand draft or banker's check, and credit, that is also one of the part. Now, what is credit? Credit is an arrangement in which one's financial need is satisfied with the money or resource of another with a promise to repay in future. Means giving something to other, a kind of loan. So promise to pay in future means credit. It may be cash, it may be goods, or it may be services. So what is the role of credit in development? Credit makes proper use of excess money of the depositors by channelizing it to a profitable investment. In this way, it maximizes the use of country's worth. Means this is one of the part of development. Enables the borrower to invest more than their resources available with them. Maximize the use of resources by providing working capital. This is also a role of credit. Helps the lender to earn interest from their saving. Means these are the role of credit in development. Now, term of credit. Different condition in which the borrower and the lender agreed before granting or taking a loan. What is that? Which include rate of interest, mode of repayment, means how they are repaying the money through cash, through check, or through any services. Collateral means what is the collateral for credit. Documentation, suppose he wishes to give which kind of document against the loan. Now the services, which organizations are giving this kind of loan. So sources of credit, first one is bank, NBFIs, cooperatives, somewhere from family member, sometime from friends, sometime from traders, and sometime from money lenders. So according to this, we will divide this sources into two categories: formal sector or formal source and informal source. So what is formal? All formal sources which are controlled by RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Informal sector or informal sources not controlled by anyone, they are totally free. Informal sector, rate of interest is reasonable and justified, and in informal sector it is all the time very high and not justified. Granted for productive purpose, formal loan is only granted for productive purpose, and here for any purpose in informal sources. More documentation required in formal sources if you want a loan, no or less documentation in informal sector. Legal proceeding follow to recover loan amount if the borrower failed to repay. It is legally they have to take action against the borrower. But in informal sector, lender can make any measure to recover loan. So which are the advantage of formal sector then? Low rate of interest. It is term and condition by law. Grant loan only for productive purpose, and chances to falling in debt trap is very less. Help the borrower for effective utilization of loan amount and promote development. Interest rate is fixed considering the prevailing market and economic condition, and therefore the risk of borrowers are very less. These are advantage. Now disadvantage, limitations of formal sector. Grants only source loan, so the people without proper collateral cannot borrow. Means no collateral, no loan. Long process and high documentation. Each and every documentation required for this loan. This is one of the limitation. Less autonomy in utilization of fund. Difficult to get loan to meet small financial need. For small financial need, no loan, because documentation process is very long. It grant loan only for projects that are productive in their eyes. If bank think that this is productive, then otherwise no. Located at far from the borrowers, particularly in the rural areas. Means in rural area we are not having a bank, so it is far from the local people. Now, advantages of informal sources of credit. Very easy process and instant credit. This is one of the important part. Less or no documentation. No documentation required for this. Full or high level of autonomy in utilization of fund. High level of autonomy is with that money lender or informal sector credit. Free to fix the loan amount and time and mode of repayment anytime. There is no fixed date and time, and no fix of repayment mode. Loan are granted to meet all kind of financial needs. Means for whatever you require, it's available. Now here is also few limitation or disadvantages. High rate of interest, though condition for tough condition for repayment, very tough conditions are available for repayment. Undue and unnecessary interference in utilization of fund, means charging extra. Unjust and unethical means of recovery of loan. If the borrower fails to repay, they are using unethical ways. Mostly grant loans for unproductive purpose, which is detrimental to the interest of the borrower. Now, a simple question: do credit is always beneficial? Let's check the answer.